Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey, asshole Tyrannosaurus Rex of a man. I'm Ray, and I'm a third-year high school undergraduate who managed to become a Flash animator game developer from the Philippines. Currently working on Hentai Game, which is being funded through Patreon. Our game is currently live here at this. Hentai, for those of you who don't know, is cartoon porn, essentially. I create. Let's take a risk. Let's see what this is. This is beyond my thing. I create all the material and writes. He's not from the United States. He's Philippines. Writes the story for the game. Then my programmer from Brazil puts them all together. I'm one of those guys aspiring to achieve success like Dark Cookie, creator of the game called Summertime Saga. Well, does he make a lot of money? How much does this guy get? And nothing's loading up because the thing really... How much does he have? I'm curious about the Patreon. Fucking Christ. Dude, I want to become this guy. $52,000 a month. Holy shit. A month. Oh, I got a project. I want to do a comic book, and I'm thinking I am just going to have to go that funding route. My God, $52,000 for cartoon internet porn. I majored in the wrong shit. As you may know, given the nature of my content is illegal here in my country. I didn't know that. Perhaps you could say that I'm kind of an outlaw. Right now I'm only getting away with it because laws here are stupidly not enforced well. And I'd imagine they have bigger shit to worry about than you and your online porn game. I'm probably the only guy making this kind of stuff here in the Philippines, so I guess I'm not yet on the authorities' radar. Having that said, I doubt I will get away with it forever. Adding to the risk is my 5-year live-in partner who is blackmailing me. Aaron, I cut my dick off and I threw it in a pencil sharpener. How do I reattach my dick? I guess, well, you don't. Guys, she has already threatened to snitch on me before when we had a fight. Yeah, I'm hearing that about the Filipina girls. It's what, called Turco or Tampo? Whatever it was called. We had another guy email that in. Given her nature to be extremely emotional, I won't be surprised if she actually does it because she didn't have it her way on many things. Like my 5-year-old kid, what to buy, when to fuck, she could be very vindictive and I'm at her mercy. Well, why are you living with her? I have an option of going legit work, but I am certain that I will die from stress to support a kid and a crazy woman. Well, that's too bad. You stuck your dick in crazy and now this is where, Aaron, go in the time. Let's go hop in the asshole time machine. Aaron, can you go back in the asshole time machine and go back and warn me not to do this stupid shit? No, I can't because there's no time machine, asshole or not. That's what this is called, the asshole time machine. Machine does not exist. Your problems go away if you didn't have this girl and you didn't have a kid. Now you're coming to me with your problems. Aaron, I got the herpes. Well, I guess you got the herpes. Well, what do? I don't know. You sit and scratch a lot. The option of the animation jobs here in the Philippines are project-based. As soon as a project is over, I will need to find a new animation studio. It's not exactly a stable job because sometimes I'm jobless for weeks or even months. Yes, that's the nature of independent contract work. Working for studio also sucks because it's pure pressure. We have crunch times when deadlines is near, and we don't get paid staying in the studio for so many long hours. It's a shit show. Compared to what I'm doing right now, I own my time. I have no boss. I don't get salary deductions. I don't need to deal with traffic. I get to do what I love, doing hentai. I'm able to be creative. What more can I ask for? I don't know, legal work where the government is going to fucking stomp on you and end it? Have you? Let me ask you this. This I wasn't going to recommend, but this is just something for you to pursue. Are you sure it's illegal? Can you talk to a lawyer and find out if there's a way for you to do it legally? And I mean, like, you go through a proxy server or a VPN, or your company's overseas and you're working for that company, or your buddy in Brazil, you know, quote, you're working for him and you're not publishing it in the Philippines. Is there a way around it? I think it might be worth talking to a lawyer. Is not be bothered by the law or the woman, is not to be bothered by the law or the woman I'm with. I was dirt poor before all this. I could not even afford a pair of slippers some time ago. My previous jobs here are ridiculously low pay and physically back-breaking, and yet here I am still overcoming the difficulties, still kicking and so. What? Okay, I'm dumb. I presume you must have some programming ability, right? All right, I know you like your internet porns, but aren't you learning some programming skills? Can't you sell that as a product? Can't you make money off of that? Have overseas contracts? Get paid in first world money, which will give you a lot of purchasing power in the Philippines? Or do you not have those programming skills? I'm just assuming you do. You must have picked up something along the way. Still kicking, and I survived all this shit this world threw at me. Unfortunately, I made the big mistake of having a kid with this woman. Yeah, well, right now I think my best option is to migrate to another country where my work is not threatened legally. I have two options, Brazil or America. If I choose Brazil, I will need a significant amount of money, which I don't have, because what I earn is just enough to get by. Well, it's going to be worse in America. Brazil's a lot cheaper than the U.S. It'll take a while to save up a good amount of money if luckily I don't get caught. I have savings, but given that I have a kid, there will be some emergencies and my savings will be gone faster than 4 o'clock. I thought you were making all this good money. How are you? You're just getting by now. I don't know what are you making. America, I admit, is a pretty long shot given how difficult it is to get in. I have a brother and a sister living in Indiana. They're willing to help if possible. Well, I don't know if you'd come to America as like applying for citizenship versus just work. You'd visit. You'd have a work visa. Study Matt Forney, study Roosh. If your goal is to get merely away from the Philippines to do your work, you don't have to become a citizen of a foreign country. You could maybe have your brother and sister set up an LLC and you do the work for them. That's a company in the United States. That's an option maybe. Look into that. You're not working in the Philippines. You're not working for yourself there. You're working for a company in the United States. But you also can go to the you can go to anywhere and do your work there. The issue is where your nexus is. Are you uploading your internet porn on Philippine servers that are located in under the legal jurisdiction of the Philippines? This is where you got to talk to a lawyer. It's going to be very expensive to live in the United States. Thing is, they're still processing their citizenship. Hopefully this year one will become a citizen. We discussed something about one of them start a small business, such as a small game studio, make me a business partner. I'm not sure if that's even possible because me and my siblings have no idea how the hell immigration and starting a business works in America. Well, immigration, that's why you have immigration lawyers, all right? So leave that separate. They may or may not become a citizen. Starting a business, Google search, how do I start a business in America? LLC. And they'll show you. You may have to be a U.S. citizen. I don't know about that. But your buddy in Brazil could do the same thing. Whatever the laws are in Brazil. He sets up the studio in Brazil. He sets up the company in there. And you're merely a contractor. Why don't you shed some light on this dilemma? Where should I go? Brazil or America? If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Should I give up this pursuit making hentai games? Should I drop the project and suck it up working for animation studios? Perhaps I should drop all this material things and live like a hermit in the mountains. Philippines got mountains? It would be nice, also nice if I had the courage to commit suicide. We don't do the pussy bullshit here. Then I get to rest and leave this cruel, hostile world. Yeah, drawing cartoon porn. But then again, I have endless things I want to do. I'm never bored. I know I'm broke, but I think your asshole's advice would be valuable to me. And then I asked you, I'm like, well, okay, what about your kid? Are you gonna leave the kid Made payment. I also screenshot. As for your question, I'm going to need to leave the kid. I figured that if eventually I get caught by the authorities, I won't be a father to him. Well, you're not a father now. You're a loser, is what you are. And you're just going to leave your kid with an insufferable woman. And so, honestly, the easiest way I would say, well, and I know right now all my audience is going pissed off at you because you're just a douchebag for leaving your kid. I don't want you in the United States because you're just probably going to knock up some other gal and be disrespectful and not carry your own weight and then burden us taxpayers with taking care of your illegitimate kids. So I would say to go to Brazil. But you may not even have to go overseas. If you talk again to a lawyer or talk to your buddy in Brazil, the easiest way is I say have your buddy in Brazil set up a company and you quote unquote work for him. I don't know if that's going to fly according to Philippine law. You got to talk to a Philippine lawyer, but I think that might work. Next best thing is I would go to Brazil because that's where your business partner is, right? And it's cheaper. I would take your kid with you if you can. All right? I know this is all very hard, but you're the one that put yourself in this impossible situation. There's a ton. All I can give you advice is that has ifs and contingencies because I don't know what the law is. Can you go to Brazil by yourself? Probably. Do you need to bring a kid? They might have a saying. Well, who's this kid? Do you have finances to take care of this kid? What's your insurance? Do you have insurance? And you know what? But here's what you do. Once you go legal, whether it's working for an animation studio or you get a legal way to do your cartoon porn in the Philippines without having to go to Brazil or the United States, then your girlfriend can't bribe you or blackmail you anymore. And then you can actually improve your life by kicking her ass out, never dealing with her again, and you take care of your fucking son. It's just what I would recommend. Just me. All right? But again, this is contingent on divorce law in the Philippines. I don't know what that is. But you have options. You have to go and research this shit. I want to go to the United... On top of me not wanting you just to be a parasite in the United States, bringing your illegitimate sperm over here to impregnate dumb women who are actually going to be stupid enough to let you put your dick inside them. It's going to be too expensive. You don't know what the status of your family is. And yes, you could set up an LLC, but you already have an established base in Brazil with your contact there, and he's your business partner. I'd follow that route. And then domestically in the Philippines, once you figure out the legal status of your company, you can make it legal. There's got to be a way. Find out that way. Then you dump the bitch and you raise your fucking son. And if you're a true douchebag and you don't want to raise your son because you are a loser, well, I mean, to be honest, if I'm your consultant, yeah, well, then do whatever you want. I think Brazil would probably be the best. Again, cheaper, your buddy's there, and maybe you can make a go at it. Or if you really like the Philippines, you don't want to leave home, I don't know, just leave your kid. Get rid of the girlfriend, make your company legal, stay in the Philippines, and leave your kid. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. I'm sure you'll be perfectly fine. So there you go. All right, questions, answers, links down below. See how unangry I got, ladies and gentlemen? Toodles.